All right, Wack100.
What's up, man? You listen, man. You a ways. But I hear your name and your voice so much. I like I'm going through your shit. I'm like, everybody been there but me.
Everybody been here but you. It took a long time, but we
You
made it
never
happen.
reached out though, man.
I didn't reach out. No,
What was it? Tell the
reach
truth.
out, man.
Tell the truth. I want to know why you didn't reach out.
I don't know, man.
Huh?
It just, a lot of stuff going on with you, man. You're real controversial.
Like what?
I never really know exactly what you're gonna say.
What you mean?
What you mean? You know what I mean?
Nah, what you mean? You don't know what I'm gonna answer your questions. But you do know I'm gonna probably say the things that your other people thinking that they scared to say.
Okay, fair enough, man. All right, well, I just thought we would just start with some of the most recent stuff. G Herbo recently posted on his Instagram, he said, if you offer these dudes enough money or clout, they'll suck a to be on No Jumper.
I don't know. Because Adam is real picky about who he lets on No Jumper. I'm gonna be real. 3 out of the 5 people that I asked him about, he turned down.
Really?
Because if they don't have a story, he don't want to talk to them. Just because you just did something, the only guy I seen go up there because they just did something was the Blockstar dude. But that was the whole Pop Smoke thing. Other than that, I know on our show, I don't know what the other shows do. I don't be there. I'm not really in tune, but I know on our show, he real picky about who comes up there, but I don't know why he would single us out. I mean, I think No Jumper is probably the biggest platform on the West Coast. So, people may want to get to that show. Maybe that's what it is. But you got a platform too, though.
People say wild stuff on all of our platforms. That's facts.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't.
And then,
it's not just Adam.
You in the trick bag because if you edit shit out, people like, oh, you with what I was saying and you not keeping it authentic. And I said that because I wanted to say that. And me and you both know if they talking about an individual, that attracts that other person to want to come see you.
True. Let me just say, I ain't never cut nobody out to make them out of context. I have cut stuff out before, but it's been very few times. And if I did, it was usually over like a mistake was made or I misinterpreted something. But I never cut nobody out to take them out of context to make them sound like they're saying some shit. If I cut something out, it's gonna be the whole
or eliminate it.
You know what I'm saying? The whole section. You know what I'm saying? The part that. You know what I'm saying? That to where it sounds like they're saying what they're saying. Let me just clarify that.
I don't know.
But I
don't edit. I don't edit shit. Whatever I say, that's what I meant. I ain't gonna go home and say, hey, I was mad, take that out. Nah, whatever I say, I said it.
Never once. You said, it. Have you ever looked back and been like, damn, I'm finding I should have said that?
No, because even though it may have caused a rift, the things I said that I say it needed to be said. A lot of people are scared to say shit because of what the masses gonna think. Just because they don't like it doesn't mean it doesn't need to be said. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest one was TMZ and the Nipsey shit. When they asked me about a musical legend, right? And over years, I get a lot of people call me and say, I agree with you, but I won't tell the people that.
Okay.
And a lot of times, I say shit that has nothing to do. I mean, the facts is there, shit. If somebody says, hey, my podcast is bigger than yours, or my YouTube channel is bigger than yours, right? And they ask me, who's bigger? This guy or this guy? My opinion, I'm just gonna go to YouTube, see who's subscribers, who's dropping the most content, make sure that this number didn't stop 9 months ago and it hasn't been no content that's sitting there. And I'm gonna look at what both of them are active. Shit, this guy's bigger at this time. They might get mad because the guy I'm saying may not get the people's vote. But I mean, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade.
I guess you're depends your opinion, I guess.
That's not an opinion, that's fact.
Well,
if I go to a channel and say 6 million,
is an opinion.
No, that's a fact.
That's not a fact, bro.
A musical legend?
I think he's a musical legend.
How old are you?
46.
46. See, now I gotta call you bullshit. Because we about to say, man, you a 78 baby?
77.
Oh, so you be 47 this year.
Yeah.
I'm a 77 baby. You know why I said what I said?
Because you said he didn't have the albums to back it up.
He had one that did 50,000 copies. We talking music. I'm not talking who he was in his neighborhood, none of that. So my question to you is, if I look up Dre, I look up Eminem, The Game, Jay-Z, I look these people up, right? Lil Wayne. And we look at their body of work. 10, 15, 18 albums, LL Cool J. We look at the tours, right? 20 different tours, 30 different tours, both foreign and domestic. We're talking music. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, what have we been calling those people of that magnitude? What's the word we call them?
They're legends.
Okay, so we call them that based upon their overall accolades, right? We see it. One album, 50,000 units, no tours. We talking music, bro. We're not talking nothing else. I can't talk nothing else. I'm not from his neighborhood. I don't sell t-shirts, right? So I can't say what he was and wasn't doing at that time before his demise, right? So music-wise, if we're gonna call Nipsey a legend, do we not have to create something else of what we call these people we just named?
So my side of it is I feel like Nipsey kind of came up in an era where mixtapes was the thing. So he might not have albums, but he has.
Does Nipsey got more mixtapes than Game?
Let me finish.
Does Nipsey have more mixtapes than Game and Lil Wayne?
Nipsey has classic mixtapes.
Does Nipsey have more? But you can't put a number to them. Game and Lil Wayne was the mixtapes. Kei was dropping them like prostitutes was dropping babies.
And they all had a record label behind them. Nipsey was independent.
Who told you that? Now, Cam, don't edit my shit.
I'm not.
I'm gonna let you slow down. Or you do know who you talking to, right?
He was independent.
You do know we're responsible for his first deal.
First deal. After that, everything was independent.
He had 2 deals.
He was independent when he was dropping those mixtapes. Then why didn't he drop an album?
Bro.
He was hot as hell. He was the hottest thing on the West Coast.
So what was the labels he was signed to?
I don't know.
How many labels was he signed to?
I don't know. But I know he wasn't signed when he was dropping those mixtapes.
What label did the Marathon come out under?
Nipsey Hussle was independent.
Atlantic.
Artist. He was still independent. He was doing it all himself.
What?
He was on tour. He went on all types of road tours.
Are you telling me right now that Nipsey wasn't signed to Atlantic Records when they dropped goddamn Marathon? Is that what you telling me?
I don't know about that.
So you talking to Wack about, now you do know.
When he was doing his mixtapes.
Hey bro, anybody do a mixtape, the label don't give a about that. You can't sell it. You can't clear it. You can't do nothing. That's for promo. Do what you do. You're not gonna tell me budget-wise and distribution-wise and marketing-wise, Nipsey Hussle was independent. This is why I know you wasn't real Nipsey fans. A lot of you niggas like these DJs. And if you want to, won't you go to music, pull up the Marathon, scroll on down, see what it tell you. Want me to do it for you? I'm gonna do it for you. Right, we're gonna show it on the camera. A lot of you motherfuckers like you DJs, and I feel like Nipsey had about 3-4 singles should have went. This a fact. The DJs wasn't with him. But as soon as he passed, guess what? He was alive another year after he dropped the album, correct?
Probably, that sounds about right.
Album dropped 2018, his demise 2019.
Okay.
Right? Out another 13 months or so. No platinum, no gold. A year after his demise, the album finally goes gold, which means you got more propaganda. smoke and mirrors, right, than was real. The wave that brought to social media, could you agree for a song that an album that been out 2 years is no way overnight? In a 30-day time period, it should have been claiming platinum because it already should have did some numbers already. He's here, right? It took a year after his demise for the album to go platinum. Now we still got one album, right? We still got one album in 7 years. Biggie Smalls wasn't a legend when he died. Pac was a legend when he died. Why? His body of work, movies, right? How many albums he dropped? He dropped the first double CD to go damn near 13, 14 times platinum.
But Pac didn't grow up in the mixtape era. Pac has 0 mixtapes.
Bro, we do not, bro.
Snoop didn't have no
hey,
mixtapes.
Bro, let me be real, bro.
These guys are not.
Who distributes mixtapes? Oh, so you telling me we're basing a musical legend on a mixtape?
It's an era. It's the era of time.
And you're telling me
you're comparing Snoop and Tupac to Nipsey when they didn't come in the same era and time.
Wait. So we're basing legend and music on mixtapes?
For this period of time, it has to be
your
consideration.
Mind? So
his mixtapes were like albums.
Where?
They were
locally.
Nipsey was the hottest thing for years.
You out your damn mind.
Come on, man.
Hottest. If he was the hottest thing for years.
He was the hottest thing on the West Coast for
Why they
years.
wasn't spinning him on the radio?
He was on the radio. I heard him on the radio all the time.
Let's put $100,000 bet. I go pull all this shit.
I'm not gonna put $100,000 bet, but I heard him on the radio enough.
Hold on, bro. What you talking about? Let's put your money where your mouth is.
Not betting, bro.
I can go pull all the charts up. I can go back 15 years. We're gonna go back to whatever date you talking about. And I guarantee you we won't see rotation. Hit, spike, rotation. So again, my question goes back to, what do we call these people? Are you putting mixtapes up there with the body of work of Dre? You putting mixtapes up there with the body of work of Wayne? And Wayne got physical distribution and mixtape.
Wayne is like, come on, man.
We called him a legend. That's my point. I think they used the wrong word, bro. If a dude just start podcasting, right, and he got 1 million YouTube shorts up, I'm not gonna tell him he on your level or Vlad level. I'm not gonna tell him that. I'm gonna say, bro, you got some work to put in. Keep going, keep doing what you do. Biggie later on became a legend. Just by they movies and people sampling and redoing shit and remastering and remixing. He became that. But Pac, at the time he died, let's look at everything he did, all his albums, all his accolades, movies and so on and so forth. Nip was in a few movies. Do you know about that? You probably don't, because you was a fake Nipsey fan, bro.
I'm definitely not a fan.
You was a fake ass Nipsey fan.
How can you be a fake Nipsey fan?
Nip was in movies with Vin Rames.
I know.
And you didn't know about it.
I know that they wanted him to be in Straight Outta Compton. I know that 50 Cent was looking at him to play Big Meech in BMF. That's what I know.
I don't know nothing about that.
Well, then, okay. Then.
He couldn't have did that because he was dead before 50 did BMF.
No, he wasn't. When they were in the pre-production and all that, he was there. I seen the interview with Little Meech said it.
Bro, listen.
Little Meech's words, bro.
Listen. Before they shot that, he was gone 2019. When BMF come out, bro? 2023? What,
so
2020, 2022?
He was alive.
2022? Nah, Power was in production. You tripping.
Bro. BMF it's on its 4th season. So it's only been like 4 years. That's 2020.
You can't tell me the movies he was in.
Okay, I don't know everything about him.
Then don't tell me Nipsey fan.
You gotta know everything about somebody to be a fan?
Bro.
Is that the qualification?
You can't tell me.
According to that, I'm not a fan of nobody then, because I don't know 100% about no rapper, bro.
Okay. That's your camera? What'd that say? Atlantic Records. You see that? Fake ass Nipsey fan. You see that? Is that Indy? That's what Cardi B shit say.
Oh, hold on. 2008, all money in, no money out. Atlantic. So it's a partnership, bro. That's a distribution.
No. My last 5 game albums, Blueface, Tatiana, all that shit says 100 Entertainment, E1. Do you know what that means? Now, if you don't know what it means, kick back, because you don't understand that. That means I went in there, I did a joint venture deal with them people. They gave me millions of dollars to put this product out and to pay the artists, right? They spent millions of dollars on marketing.
But that was an album too. That's not no mixtape.
Bro, you said he was independent. We don't even count mixtapes. If that's the case, Gay ass is on Jupiter. Lil Wayne on Jupiter.
Game killed it on the mixtapes, absolutely.
Have you
Look,
ever heard us claim to fame the
mixtapes?
mixtapes? When we're talking about musical legend, we talking about what the we can count up, bro. If you's a platinum artist, we don't count no mixtapes. We gonna see how many platinums you got, bro. This real shit. Hell, I'm gonna keep it real. You may not like it. Blueface ain't got no mixtapes. And Nipsey's numbers today ain't nowhere near what Blueface numbers is. This a fact. I got about 9 platinums. This is a fact. We can go to the stream right now. You want me to pull it up? Or you want, cause I'm gonna pull up, me and you argue, I'm gonna pull this shit up in the numbers. I'm a number guy. I'm an Aries. I hate to be wrong. I'm just saying, being wrong. Just say
Nipsey's a legend.
I'm not dealing with no opinion. No, look, listen. Listen.
Just the mixtape.
Slow down.
The amount of
music.
Cam,
the
amount of
music.
How hot he was.
Music, because y'all all try to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Music.
That's it right there.
All I'm speaking on is music.
It's not all numbers. Look at Nas. Nas don't have the biggest numbers.
Ooh.
And he's
Nas is a legend in the game.
He's a legend in the game, but his numbers ain't nowhere near like a Pac or a Drake or anybody else.
How many albums he got?
He been around for like 30 years.
How many big hits he got?
I don't know.
Has he crossed over from music to doing other things?
Yeah.
What other things?
Acting?
Film.
Yeah.
Producing, directing, ring doorbells.
Okay.
Right? Don't ever fix your mouth, and I'm going to say this for New York, to compare Nipsey Hussle to a Nas. That's disrespectful, bro.
That Nas don't have the same numbers
he
as
has
like a
the
Jay-Z.
numbers.
He is.
I'll tell you what, let's put it back. Listen.
Dog, come on, dog. He is nowhere near.
Bro, I didn't put Drake in there.
A Drake.
I didn't put Drake in there.
He is
but
not
Nas is a platinum selling artist.
Okay,
Nipsey.
But my point is, it's not all about
let me ask
numbers.
you something.
Numbers ain't the
Did
end all
Nipsey ever
be
see
all.
a platinum plaque?
I don't know. Did he? Yeah. Well, he does now.
No. Did he ever see a platinum plaque?
Probably not.
Did Nas ever see multiple platinum plaques?
Yes, but that wasn't my point.
Stop talking to me about it. Let's move forward.
That wasn't my point.
You are just a fan. You are half a fan because you don't even know the movies that was in.
I'm not half a fan,
huh?
bro.
Animal.
Okay.
Go in your house when you're done and pull up Animal. You'll see Nipsey Hussle, Vin Rames, and a few other guys. What's the name? Gilly. Gilly is in there, right? I'm making you a better Nipsey fan. So when you had his argument,
all right, man.
What's the first world tour he was on?
But maybe with Game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
When did the deal come? Slightly after, right?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Sounds about right.
You know why I can tell you this? Because we ran the play. Made it seem like we was gonna sign. Told them go holler at the labels. The labels see they gonna sign, and what did they do? They jumped. Nipsey done been in 2 or 3 buildings signed. I don't know what this independent shit. They with your head. I can say I'm independent at that point then, right? No. The minute you see slash major, money's been exchanged. Recoupment has to happen. They got access to your masters for a certain amount of years. Even after the recoupment, it's still a split. You understand what I'm saying? That's not independent. Independent is that's just him. No empire, no monarch, just them. If it would have just said all money in, no money out, that's it, you got me. Till it says that, bro, you got a deal.
Gotcha. All right, now, some of the next news coming out is P&B Rock's killer was recently, well, the guy that was driving was convicted. The dad.
He got convicted.
Got convicted.
The son they couldn't convict.
Right, as far as from what it says that they say he's not competent enough to stand trial.
Can't convict him. He'll be home.
You think he'll be home?
Yeah, what they gonna do with him? They gonna sit him over there, give him a mental evaluation, see him to one of them little treatment centers, he gonna be to the house.
That's crazy.
That's the judicial system. Now, is that crazy? You got Wack100 in the seat. What's crazy? What they did or what he did?
Wait, who did what? Wait.
Don't go to studying. This your show, Cam.
Who did what?
No, don't go to studying. I don't want to have that effect on you. What's crazy? What they did, the father and son,
okay,
or what P&B Rock did? Now, I want you, I don't know if you can convert your mind to the street.
P&B Rock wasn't, that was a smart idea for him to be there.
Where was he at?
Roscoe's.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with Roscoe's.
Man, hell yeah, there is with all that jewelry and shit.
No, it's not. Roscoe's on Man. Roscoe's, listen, Roscoe's on Man by the 405 freeway, no problem. Roscoe's on Gower, no problem. Roscoe's in Long Beach, no problem. Roscoe's on Manchester and Maine, a problem.
That's what we're talking about.
No, is that Roscoe's?
Well, that's what we're talking about, though.
Even the street from around that area will order and send their girl. And even if they want to go in, they're going to go in a certain way. And you sitting there with $1 million of jewelry. So I'm asking you, you know, if a bunny rabbit runs into a lion's den, what's going to happen?
Oh, of course. Yeah,
they going to eat, right?
Yeah.
I knew PNB, rest in peace PNB, but we having a conversation, and I feel like I need to have this conversation because the rappers that's in the game now that are not from LA, who have this thing about not checking in. Let's define what checking in is. Checking in is having a person or a team that's gonna tell you what to do and what not to do in their jungle. I check into every jungle I go to. I don't give a. They know 3 days ahead of time I'm coming. They know how long I'm gonna be there and where I'm staying. They might tell me, yo, Wack, the places you used to go, that ain't cool, that's cool, that's cool. Or you know what, I know we gonna have somebody at the airport. Shit's going on. Now, I know P&B was just with us in New Mexico at Albuquerque at a show, right? You know what the fuck he did to me? He walks in our dressing room, all this jewelry, where your security? He told me God got me. You know what I did? Took my security guard named Pet Bull off of Blueface and put him on him. You know why? P&B would have got robbed and rushed over there. Who they was gonna blame? Who you think they would have blamed?
You.
That's a fact. Nephew, this ain't what this is. You in the rap game. You can't run around like this. Now, if P&B would have been in that Roscoe's with none of that jewelry, they probably would have asked him to take a picture.
Yeah.
If he would have gave it up, he'd still be here.
So you're saying that the P&B Rock didn't want to give up his jewelry?
Definitely did. He was hesitating. You in the jungle of Los Angeles County. They ain't playing. Them niggas got a 35-second window. Either you gonna give it to them willingly or they gonna take it their best way they can. You got insurance on the jewelry. Take that shit. We wouldn't have looked at him like no punk. Where you get robbed at? Roscoe's. What? Which one? Manchester. Oh, shit. You know, that's the heart, the epitome of the word South Central. That's the east side. You got, it's 6, 7, 8 different notorious gangs that all through there. So, to all the artists up and coming, bro, check in. Check it in on me, you being extorted, you paying. You know what I mean? Because guess what? What you do for me over here, I'm going to expect you to do for me over there.
So I've been hearing a lot about Kei D. Is he out of jail or is he getting out of jail?
He's not out. Last I heard from the bail bondsman, they was clearing his house arrest all this time I've left my money and the bond of my real estate in place. They went back for a second hearing. From what the attorneys is telling me, the judge was in favor of everything we provided for the bond. So last I knew, they were clearing his house arrest. He's in Nevada, so it's a little different.
Okay. There's been reports that he's given up Diddy.
The only report we can go off of is him in court. And the reason why that's hard to believe, because his only court proceedings has been the bail proceedings. He's not due to start trial, I think, until November or top of 2025. So where would he, Kei D, give up Diddy? Or is it just a blogger putting some shit out there? You got to give him up to the district attorney or in court, right?
Well, it was reported by the news, but it was a little, like, I couldn't really understand what, you know what I'm saying? They said he was mentioned a whole bunch of times, but it was like, because it could have been from the proffer agreement. They weren't really exactly clear about when Keefe D
Is
said
there a
this.
proffer agreement? A proffer agreement in Los Angeles don't count. They can't use it.
Right. They can't use it.
So whatever proffer he gave him in LA has nothing to do with the last 10 months he's been in Nevada County Jail. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he said, I don't even think the police officers that he proffered with could take the stand.
I don't think so either.
So, did he proffer in LA?
But it is tricky, though. The reason why it's tricky is because part of the proffer agreement is that him saying, like, if he lies, the proffer agreement isn't any good. So if he's over there saying he lied, it's kind of like, well, can they use it?
Well, no, he's saying he lied in podcasts. See, y'all, listen, one thing you got in front of you, you got a seasoned vet. I'm not a rapper. I'm not one of these Poindexter. I don't speak to you from YouTube. I speak to you from knowledge, right? He says he lied on YouTube, on Vlad TV, right? He never said he lied in his LA proffer because he knows that the LA proffer cannot be used. He knows that.
I don't think he said about a specific podcast or show. I think he said he lied about that he didn't do it.
No, well, he never proffered that he did it.
He absolutely
Keefe
did
D never said he pulled the trigger. You're lying.
No, he said he was in the car.
That's okay, that's not doing it. With. So let me ask you something. You say
not
Wack.
Being in charge of pulling the trigger.
You say Wack. Hey, run me to the store real quick. I want to grab something before you get up out of here. I go to the store. I blow a motherfucker at the light. You in the car. Did you do it?
Bro, but that's...
Did you want me to do it?
That's not the same that situation.
It is, you don't know the situation because you wasn't there.
I know what he said in the tape.
The proffer?
Yeah.
That can't be used. Don't matter what he said.
Okay.
They cannot use that. They can't use it. It's stipulated in the proffer.
I wasn't... Okay. Yeah, I kind of don't.
But what did he say? I want to hear what he said. What you tell me he said?
What I'm saying is, if he's saying he's lying, or that he...
I don't think he never said he lied in the proffer. He don't care what the proffer says because they can't use it. They cannot present that in that courtroom to that jury. Can't do it. But I believe I've been hearing him saying, I got paid, right? I got paid to do these things and say what I said. Now, he has been saying these things because they contacted Vlad to see if that was true. Vlad refused to return the phone call.
Yeah, they contacted me.
Yeah, refused to return the call.
I lost my footage. My hard drive broke.
Yeah, so
I don't have it.
End of the day, whatever footage is up, but Vlad did his interview based off the book anyway. So, you know, end of the day, trying to give him a fighting chance. He's 60 years old. He got cancer and shit. You know, it looks a little better you walking in the court with a suit and coming in a jumpsuit. You know, conduct a little business, you know, eventually. But, you know, Kei D, he's not a convicted criminal. He's accused. In the good old USA, it's innocent until proven guilty.
Facts. Facts.
What do you think? You think I shouldn't have touched it? You think I shouldn't have bailed him? You think he doesn't deserve to be free and fighting his case? What you think, Cam? You met Keefe D.
I don't have a problem with him being free and fighting his case. No, he's innocent until proven guilty.
There we go. You see? Me and you spent just probably the same amount of time. How many times you interviewed Keefe?
Just once.
Couple hours?
I don't really remember how long.
He came to see me at my studio once for a couple hours.
Yeah. What do you think about Tupac's family possibly suing Diddy?
For what?
For what he's being accused of.
By who?
I believe from the stuff in the Keefe D, from all the stuff that the news is reporting about it.
So here goes a question. Allegedly. Diddy was supposed to pay Keefe D $1 million. Right? Did Keefe D ever say he got the $1 million?
Keefe D said, from what I understand, he never got it.
He never got it. So Diddy, let's say, if Keefe D was dealing directly with Diddy, which he wasn't, Keefe never talked to Diddy, never had business with Diddy. There was 2-3 people in between that. So if he never got the $1 million, what business did he do with Keefe D?
You ask?
I'm asking
I can
you.
tell you, okay, from what was said in the proffer agreement, Keefe D says that Diddy asked him in a deli to get rid of Tupac and Suge.
Diddy asked him directly that?
Yeah.
Wait, to get rid of Tupac and Suge?
Yeah.
Or to protect him from Tupac and Suge?
Let me see.
Which one, man?
Let me see.
Which one, man?
Hold on.
Which one? Come on, Cam, you f***ing with the best. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get you the exact audio.
You got no
of what he
jumper
said.
in the seat. We tend to hit the shot, man. You know what I'm saying?
You asked
Don't around and turn this into a Wack interviews Cam Capone, man. Huh? You're supposed to have all your facts together. And again, let me reiterate. You're talking about information that cannot be used in the Nevada court. That's a California proffer. Bro, don't pull up no blog shit.
I'm not, bro.
Pull up Keefe D.
I don't know what's a blog.
And you telling me you got Keefe D video with him in the proffer room?
No, hell no.
But it ain't nothing you can pull up. We might as well keep moving.
You have the audio of when Greg Kadings did the proffer. You have audio, not video of it. The whole proffer exists.
We know it exists. This the man that raided my home.
Oh, wow.
We know it exists.
Here's Vlad.
We know what he said on Vlad, but
this is
but you gotta remember.
FBI told me Eric.
You gotta remember, what is he saying about Vlad?
For Tupac murder.
What is he saying about Vlad? He was paid to say the shit they wanted him to say, right? You can't, like, bro, you gotta see, I know a lot of y'all live off of recycling the bullshit, but once you identify bullshit is bullshit. Bro, but listen,
come on, man.
Vlad is not the proffer.
Okay.
Vlad is like him interviewing with you. Did you swear him in?
Absolutely not.
Did Vlad swear him in?
Nope.
Okay. He got paid to do that interview with Vlad, right?
Okay. Once
money's exchanged with what people say, kind of taints it a little bit, right? You don't know if they had a conversation prior to, hey, look, I got this amount of money for this, but if you're willing to give us this and go this way with my questioning, you don't know if any of these things happen, right?
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you.
Okay.
Do you think that night as we know it to be, all the players, Keefe D, Baby Lane, Suge, Tupac, the Death Row Entourage, the situation that happened in the casino. Do you think that night didn't go the way it was supposed to go?
Elaborate on that. What do you mean, like the way?
Let me slow it down for
What do you
you.
mean by
Because I seem
the
to
way
be
it's
making you
supposed
a
to
little
go?
nervous. Do you think that night,
You mean like
the
God's
events,
fate?
the
Like, what do you
events
mean?
that happened, the players involved, do you think that night didn't go the way it was supposed to go? Have nothing to do with job. We talking streets.
Oh, you talking street shit? Okay. Oh, that's absolutely how it goes, for sure.
Okay, so why is everybody so sentimental and emotional? The only thing that was wrong with that night, it was one thing wrong with that night. Security was not on point on Suge's vehicle. That was the game changer of that night. It's like somebody saying, dude got an alarm on his house. The safe is sitting in the kitchen. We gonna take the whole safe. But we gonna have to break in the house. We might have to time up when the alarm go off, right? Right, Cam? They get to the house and they go to open the door, and it ain't locked. They open the door and the alarm ain't set. Or the robber's supposed to say, hey, we come to rob you, come set your alarm, or the robber's supposed to do their job and grab the safe and leave. Which one? The only thing that went wrong that night is the security wasn't where the they were supposed to be. If the security would have been on point, Pac wouldn't have been hit. None of that shit would have happened. Not to say it wouldn't eventually happen. What would have happened at the, club? I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say it. They may not like it. I believe the right people that was supposed to get harmed, if anybody got harmed, right? Because if it had happened at the club 662, it could have been 5 innocent females and 4 innocent dudes got hit, and he probably would have still survived. So would you rather 4 people get killed, had nothing to do with it, 5 girls get shot, 2 of them paralyzed, 1 knocked, half their face knocked off, and Tupac still running around rapping? Is that what you telling me?
I didn't tell you that.
I'm asking now what you telling me. Which one would you rather happen? Would you rather it happen the way it happened? Or maybe they like, we don't see him, oh, there they go, skirt off, and we gonna hit them at the club where a bunch of innocent people get in.
I'd rather it just not happen, but okay.
No, I mean, something gotta happen.
Hypothetical.
Because
hypothetical.
the stomp out happened, right?
Okay.
Cam, you didn't show up prepared for me, Cam.
I'm not, what do you
You're
mean
not
I'm
just
not
gonna
prepared?
interview me, we're gonna interview each other. With the
Interviewing
best.
each other?
You know, I'm on the 100 side of the trenches.
What's going on?
You asking me questions, I'm asking you questions about the questions you asked.
All right, but then, okay, look.
Which one would you rather happen?
Neither.
If one had to happen.
I'm not. So what? 5 innocent people you're telling me?
No, listen, you got 5 innocent people, 2 women, 1 of them paralyzed, 1 of them half the face blown, knocked off, 1 dude dead, the other 2 shot in the died.
Oh, I don't want neither one of those situations.
One of them gotta happen.
How can I be for somebody dying,
The security is
bro?
in place so they couldn't hit Pac at the light, but they know they going to 662.
I would rather
Cam, which one would you rather happen?
Neither one.
What happened at the light or something happened
Neither
at the
one.
dinner? See, Cam, listen, at this point in time.
I'm standing on it.
No, listen, which one? Because one of them already happened.
Okay, one happened. That's a fact.
And everybody at the club was safe.
Okay.
Because they had nothing to do with nothing. So would you rather that didn't happen and then the club thing happened with a bunch of miscellaneous
But if it happened
people?
at the club too, there was probably guys there ready. There was security there ready too.
Matters
So it
open.
would have been really wild.
No, it's just, that's my point.
Because it would have came back
That's
too.
my point. So which one would you rather he survived the light and they go to the club where other people was at jeopardy? Which one? The people at the club didn't stop Baby Lane out.
I'm never gonna say that I'm for Pac getting killed.
I'm just asking which one would you rather have?
I'm just saying I'm never gonna be like, yeah, I want Pac to. Pac's my favorite.
Okay,
rapper,
let me ask you another way.
It's a little.
If somebody had it on for you,
here we go, another hypothetical.
No, ain't no hypothetical.
Okay,
they had it for you because that shit was real life.
Okay.
It was because they already hit 662. Remember? That's the
Okay.
first place they went. So they was gonna double back. They wasn't stopped. They was hunting. That's what we call hunting. So somebody had it.
Okay.
Somebody had it in for you, Cam. Right?
Okay.
Would you rather them get you at the light or run up in your house with your wife and kids and ain't no telling how it was gonna go? Which one would you rather happen?
Of course, I'd rather them just get me. For sure.
At the light?
Yeah.
You answered the question. Let's go on.
Okay. Yungeen Ace.
I know him. I believe he come to the studio once. I got on him about wearing shower slippers.
Actually, that's what he said in the interview. You got he was wearing
He had on probably some Louis, Gucci, some fly shit, but you know, when I see the youngsters and I seen the fire in his eyes, you know, I'm gonna get at him about that.
Did you say that he's next?
Yeah, if he continues, this is how it works, right? If you continue to antagonize. Fulio, that's his name, right?
Yep. Well, Fulio, yeah.
Right? They tell me, I haven't seen it, that he was going to the graves of his ops, right? And doing shit, right? Which kind of angered motherfuckers. So they like, we gonna get him, right? And from that, they made several attempts. They telling me he been shot up 3-4 times, right? Yungeen Ace, I will tell his little ass and I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna get his number. If you continue to do that, the same shit that happened on that side will eventually happen to you. You already got a situation where y'all enemies. But if you just go your way, because there's nothing else Fulio could say to you. There's no more diss songs he can make about you. If you go your way and just use your talents to make good music, people will know you from the dude that used to beef with dude. But if you continue to drag his name the way you dragging his name, right? The only points that can be scored is on him. Fulio gone already. I advise nephew, get his money right, get his music right, and move his ass out of that area, right? And move his ass out of that area and continue with his flight. Don't waste time talking about whatever you was gonna get out of him, as far as recognition, the clout, or whatever it was. And not saying that he needed it for clout. It's done. He's dead. Unless somebody makes an AI version dissing him that nobody's gonna respect, there's no need to stay on it. Keep moving. You survived that battle. Nephew, you still gotta fight this war. And this war is your finances, taking care of you, yourself, your health, your kids, your family, right? Move on. I got nothing against Yungeen Ace. He come to my studio. He was a respectful youngster. You know what I'm saying? Good dude. He got the fire in his eyes. Little gangster. He quiet. He don't say much, but you can see it in him. So yeah, if he continues to, if he is, it's just what people are telling me, to antagonize that situation, right? And he's still in that area. And he's telling me that the parole or probation officer is saying he can't be in an armored car. He can't wear a bulletproof vest. He can't have security. Nephew, they setting him up to kill him. So what he's supposed to do is supposed to do everything possible to limit that from happening. Go talk to the mother. Let the mother know what was going on between us. I'm looking back at it and I see that ain't what it is, but only do that when you mean that. Take a picture with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you lost your son, I ain't do it. You know, maybe we can pick up. Do it that way, and I think things will turn out a little better for him. What you put in the universe come back 360. That's something my big brother DJ K Slay taught me, rest in peace. What you put in the universe, Wack, is gonna come back. If it don't hit you, it's gonna hit something close and dear to you.
What do you think about the guys being arrested for Fulio's murder?
Well, you know, this is when I tell the youngsters, y'all call us old. We still here. 30, 35, 40 years in this shit. And we still here. We didn't fought the cases. Wasn't arrested for the cases. 30 days later, all y'all in jail. They get one and everybody fold. That's the difference between where we come from and where they at with it. Ain't no way 30 days later, everybody booked.
That did seem quick.
Yeah, that's the difference. This is why they say somebody, when I was coming up, a person in their 40s, we didn't see them as old. We didn't call them old till they was in their 60s, maybe. Late 50s or 60s. You know why they call people in their 40s old? Because they dying at 23, 24, 25. So they can't fathom being 45. Damn, that 45? Shit. We all died at 25. The homie died at 19. When we was growing up, our uncles and shit and pops, OG homies is 60 and shit. So I still don't, at 47, I don't really start looking at old till about 58 to 60, personally. Cause I got G homies that's in the park right now doing pull-up, push-ups, and dips, busting down at 65, ready to squabble. Having fun, hitting their switches and doing what they do, riding their bikes. Who's very capable, totally capable. I take 5 of them youngsters and I put $100,000 up and put them with 3 G homies, and I take, in 60 seconds, all of them gonna be out. We knew how to commit crimes if that's what we was doing at the time and get away with it. These just caught in 30 days. And then had a broad with them.
I think the times are a little different though too.
Well, I mean, that's why I keep telling them, stop calling us old heads like that's a downgrade. When you learn how to get old, when you learn how to get away with it, then call us that. Like when you doing it better than us at our age, then call us old heads. But you can't even make it to our age to compete.
I hear that. All right, I just want to take it back a little bit, man. How did you get involved with Death Row and Suge Knight and all that?
Reggie Wright was running Death Row when I came on. Suge was gone. My homeboy Pooh Ryder, rest in peace, was at Death Row. He was at Death Row. Death Row tatted on his back, Death Row chain. Him, the realest, and Kurt Cobain, producer out of Chicago, was living in one of the condos in Tarzana. Realest was the dude selected to kind of like come behind Tupac, right? You can find him on Above the Rim soundtrack. He was under the name Teninican back then. Kind of resembles Pac, raps like a little bit. He was gonna continue his thing. So when I came home, I had to get a homie and ride up to the row to get his check, did that. Maybe a week later, I told him I needed to have a meeting with Reggie because I had a book I did in prison called Infiltration. And my idea was it was 12 chapters, put an artist to each chapter of the book on the CD, attach the CD to the book. You can't buy one without buying another. Dub C gave me my first meeting with that project. The homie Al Pittman from Westside set that up, who was security at the time for Exhibit. Head of security back then. All right, so I took a meet with Reggie, and Reggie was like, shit, man, let me run that by Suge. We got a few events, coming up. Come out with Ryder. So I went out with a few events with the homie, and things was happening. That's where me and Kei D met, got tight. We got in a big-ass brawl at the, we went to the Soul Train Awards. Things happened there. Shout out to Red Man, because we came in the bathroom 20 deep. He was in there. And Red Man turned around and squared off. He said, y'all gonna get me, you go get me, but I ain't going out like no punk. And we looked at this and laughed. We like, we just in here to use the bathroom. But some shit happened that night. It was a big-ass melee. That's where me and Kei D got tight, and that's where I was acquainted with Big Fave from Insane. Big Fave was riding with Nate Dogg and them. So, when you looking up and there's a rumble going on and y'all putting in your work, you can only acknowledge a motherfucker from the other side putting in their work. And I got to give Fave his props. He was putting in some work in there. Me and Kei D got tight that night. Me and it was back-to-back in the corner fighting 6, 7, 8. We was doing our thing. And I remember Kei D telling Reg, Reg, with it, he need to be around more. I said, Reg, I got trucking companies and real estate companies. I ain't that type of dude. When I got time permits, we can talk some business, or you can come down and show me the ropes and let me go through the office and ask the questions I feel I need to ask, cool. And that's how me and Red started bonding. Red started, he went to visit Suge all the time, and he telling Suge, it's this dude you need to meet, so on and so forth. So when Suge came home, Reg gave me a call, and that's how that happened. We talked. He came up to my crib. He liked the fact that I had my own. And I told him, look, I'm trying to get this book done, or whatever it is. He was trying to get off in the movies. He said, look, bro, all the homies is homies. You a little different. You understand business. You know what I'm saying? You got some business. You doing your own thing. So like, you know, we can move together. The other homies was there for what they was there for. I don't knock them for what they was there for. I was there to handle business, but what he liked about me, if the fire came, he knew I knew how to fight the fire. So, you know, I was fresh out the joint too, so I think Suge might have came home in 01, 02. So by the time I come home in 99, so by the time he came home, I'd already went through my rough patch and set up my business, and I was all right. I was doing all right.
You mentioned Kei D Rock. So
yeah.
I remember Kei D Rock Game name dropped him in one of his songs, the song with Nipsey, where he had the LA on his face. So that's where Game got.
But Kei D Rock was the Rolling 60 that was over there at Death Row. Okay. You know, the corrupt and all that shit, that's Kei D Rock credit. Other people wasn't around. So when it come to 6-0 in that music industry, Kei D Rock, S-Mac, cats like that was the one out there really, Big D pushing that line. Other cats come later.
Okay. Now, eventually Suge gets out and you meet him?
Yeah.
You guys become close?
Real close.
Okay. How does, you know what I'm saying, what's that like when, you know what I'm saying, how'd you guys, you know what I'm saying, become
real close? I mean, we men, you know, shit, he like Wack. I got some meets. He knew that I wanted to understand the music industry. And at the time, I didn't understand it. But he knew also that I was a gangster. So if we go into meetings, guess what? He may not have to have the homies with him. Cause we going to a meeting over here, he know he got a motherfucker that if it come down to it, it's gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. But all in all, I can say this, Suge taught me one super valuable thing. We never got no deals done. Suge was a little different. He could be making $10 million. If he found out you was getting paid $500,000 on the back end from the other side and you wasn't charging him, he'll walk away from the $10 million to keep you from making that $500,000. We started noticing this shit. But one thing I learned from Suge is what not to do. A lot of the shit he was doing, a lot of the pressing he was doing, you was pressing wrong people. Those very people today are in very strong positions, right? I learned not to pass up your blessings. Suge could have had distribution. He just wanted it back with the majors. Koch at the time, they did a deal, brought half his catalog, and Suge got paid 5% of all urban acts that went through Koch. So that was Jim Jones and DJ Khaled, all that shit that was going on in the earlier time. I believe Dipset might have been there. But he didn't want to go say Death Row was being distributed by Koch. If he would have done that, he would have been 5 to 10 years ahead of everybody else on the independent tip. His pride and his ego got to him. Other than that, you know, he'd teach you how to fadangle, how not to get fadangled. You know, I started to learn that have your meetings in the daytime. Don't meet in Hollywood, have a meeting at the nighttime because it's a good chance he just wants you with him. You'll never get to the meeting. So he taught me a lot of the little bullshit that the industry cats do. And, you know, I ran into a lot of people, was able to shake their hands because they felt I had Suge's ear. No, man, talk to him. It ain't got to be this way. Because there was a lot of getting pressed. That's a fact. Whole lot of them. And I was the voice of reason. Hey, look, man, you know, dude, do this. Once you do it with him like this, do it with him like that. Let me holler at him. And he'd be like, you deal with it. And I might massage the situation, work it out. And through that, I had a friend. You know what I mean? But I never did any, we never got to any business. Death Row at that time was on its demise. They went from Death Row to Dove Row. Then they took the whole thing. Then he caught a violation that wasn't his. I saved his life from Kei D Rock. I did that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Death Row office got shot up. He started blaming Kei D Rock. Kei D Rock took it personal, and we went to Club Sugar one night. I'll never forget, because I got into it with Dirty Magic that night from A7. And no, that was another night. The G homie from Inglewood, Muggs, was working security. And when we went in, people started telling us Kei D Rock outside. So I didn't think nothing of it because I didn't know what was, you know. And Suge was like, yo, go check on the Rock shit. What Rock shit? Well, people been saying, you know, we saying he shot up the office. Well, nigga, we know who shot up the office. It wasn't Rock. Rock ain't shooting no glass. So I went outside, stepped outside Club Sugar, what was at the time across the street from White Lotus, right? I see Rock cross the street. Look, he had his triangle running. From the street, when you see me cross the street, if you just paying attention to me, then you done lost. So I walk across the street at Rock. Rock, what's happening? Wack, this ain't your problem. He with me. Wack saying this, that, and other. I just heard about it. Rock, he with me. Rock look at me. I said, Rock, I'm out here by myself, homie. I see what it is, but he with me. Give me the respect I would give you. He ain't have to do it. Rock's a very dangerous man when he want to be. Good guy. Love him to death, even today. Very dangerous when he want to be. He said, I tell you what, Wack, that shit stop coming out his mouth, it's cool. If not, you can't stop it the next time. We shook on it. He do it in whistle. 6, 7 niggas came out, they got on. So, you know, me and Rock got real tight. We got real tight, real close. Even when he went to Arizona and got into his situations, he knew he could call on me. You know what I'm saying? So we got real tight. We still tight today. You know, I consider Rock a friend. He's always been solid, stand up, good dude, and a great representation of our culture out here on the West Coast when it came to what he stood for. Can't take nothing from him.
So, were you ever around the music business before Death Row at all? Or was
Never.
that was it?
I was doing time. I was gang banging. Juvenile hall, YA, penitentiary. I was gang banging. You know, from 1989 to 99, I was in and out of jail. I might have had a 4-5 month run on the street. YA, Camp Miller, twice. Shout out to Mondeuse, Devil Lane. Juvenile Hall, Sylmar Central LP, Youth Authority, Fred C. Nellis. Then I went to the pen at 16. Did 16 to 22.
That's where you got out in
99.
99. What was the most serious charge that you caught?
Caught or I did time for?
That you did time
I
for?
caught murder, attempted murders. I didn't call all of them. I didn't call the murders, attempted murders. I didn't call the armed robberies. I'm not a robber, you know. But I did time for was I had 2 counts of .245 assault with deadly weapon, 1 count of discharging firearm in city limit, 1 count of discharging firearm in an inhibited vehicle, and 1 count of discharging a firearm into a dwelling. So pretty much I chased them up down and did what I did, and they called, told the police. That's what I went to prison for. Attempted murder, I beat. Murder case, I beat. All these I called as juveniles. The armed robbery, I went to camp for, wasn't my beef, but it's what it is. We'll come with it. Did the time for it. 12, I did about 6 months. I shot a dude in the face like 32 times with a pellet gun. Called my mama a bitch. So that was 245 non-firearm GBI. That's how it reads on my rap sheet. It's still there today. I'll show it to you. It's crazy. So it says assault with deadly weapon, non-firearm, great bodily injury. But I was at the door. Shit, you know, he called my mama a bitch. I was taught, you the man of the house when the man of the house ain't there. And that's where when he grabbed my hand, I had a fresh CO2 canister in there. I had the pellet. He looked like a firearm and shit, I just kept squeezing till he dropped. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Looking back at it, I was up, but I had seen people die. I watched him blow his brains out in front of my face. I'm seeing this shit. This shit became normal. So it was like, that's what you're supposed to do. Is that normal? No. But I was a product of my environment.
Okay, and you get out of jail, and what makes you want to go straight?
I was being a bitch ass. I left my baby mama out here, my girlfriend out at the time, pregnant with my son. I come home, he 5 and some change. Every day I woke up in prison. Every push-up I did, every weight I lifted, it didn't matter what I gained there. I was losing respect on the other side. My own father, I would call him by his first and middle name because I didn't respect him. See what I'm saying? And I feared that. I dreaded that. I dreaded my son seeing me the way I seen my father. So it wasn't about me no more. Before I left, it was just about me. I didn't really understand, she's pregnant, and what's crazy about it, I didn't go to jail for gang activity. This was a motherfucker got the light playing and reached on me. When he reached, I got off. Back then we was lap strapping. Wasn't no hidden up under no stash spots. We on the lap with it. And that's what it led to. I think I failed because I didn't get my man. If I'd have got my man, maybe he wouldn't have been around the tail, but maybe it wasn't written for me to get him like that. Maybe it was written to get me off the streets so I can get some focus and come back. Maybe losing his first 5 years of his life, maybe that's what it was for his sister to have me there all of her life. She's 20, he'd be 30 in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe it was written like that.
How'd you get into business? Like, where'd you get the business mentality and all that from? Because you had a trucking company.
We've all been in the business.
And everything, right?
Business is numbers. Business is not pi. It's not 3.14. Business is not trigonometry. It's numbers.
Yeah, but not everybody comes home from prison and is able to get to the business like that.
Well, either you do the time or you let the time do you. So when you sitting in there and day after day after day, either you're going to continue to do the same things or you're going to find something that you feel you can do outside. Some people go to vocational trades. I thought about it. I think I had graphic arts running the printing press. I was like, the odds of me getting out going to run a printing press at a newspaper slim to none, right? A lot of people go to textiles, they sewing clothes. Something I didn't want to do. So my baby mama at the time told me, hey, my cousin's brother just got a contract paying $1,000 a day, driving trucks. I said, oh yeah? My Uncle Bert drove trucks. So they like, you get your license, you might get, fall into that. I've been a driver, motherfucker, since I've been a kid. Literally, I remember being like 13, driving one of my brother's cars down from Sacramento. Me and my relative, Fishbone, right? 5-speed, Celica, hatchback. I've been a driver since a kid, right? So we called the trucking company, and they said it cost like $4,000 for the school. So I'm like, shit, I got to get out and hustle to get that. What do you use? The DMV handbook. So she went and got the DMV handbook sent to me through legal mail. And every day, instead of going to the yard around all day, I work out, come in, shower, study the book, memorize the book. When I got out, I took the written test. My Uncle Bert owned the truck. He taught me hands-on. And from there, it was what it was.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so fast forward, you're with Death Row, you're with Suge, you're learning the music business. When do you first have like some success where you start making some real good money from music?
My first check was the Ray J Sexy Can I deal. I met K Slay. Stutterbox from Main Street at the time had to play. Stutterbox brings me in because he don't know too much about the music to kind of oversee it from his side. As time went on, they tried to cut Stutterbox out the deal. Great move for Stutterbox because I made sure he still got paid. My relationship built with K Slay, we made him the A&R of the company. Ray J brought me in as management. So the management side on Ray J's side is what was paying me. The first little check from the deal on Stutterbox side, they was like 40,000. Something, it wasn't nothing to me. But the management side is where I made all my money. Booking all the shows, TV came, and I really was able to learn the game at that time. So, and then me and K Slay, mixtapes, magazines, Slay doing, hosting mixtapes. So now I was over his shit, right? So then we start bringing K Slay to the West. I'm pretty good about, you let me in the door, it's gonna be a wolf in the hen house. You say, Wack, come in here and make sure the floors is clean. Floors gonna be clean, but I'm gonna f around and figure out something else while the floors is getting clean.
I hear that. So, okay, so from that point on, you were manager for Ray J.
Manager for Ray J 2006 to current to date. 2010 is when me and Gang came together.
Before we get to that point, what happened between Suge and Akon's bodyguard? Or not bodyguard, was it his bodyguard or
Akon, he was management.
Or his brother?
Big Ja.
Okay.
Which one you talking about? You talking about when Suge got knocked out in Vegas? Or you talking about when he attacked Akon's brother in LA?
I think when he attacked his brother.
In LA.
Well, it was all linked together, wasn't it?
Similar kind of, sort of, you right. So, Detail, who was Ray J's producer, Sexy Cat. Ray J found Detail in Detroit, him in LA Buck. Brought him to Cali, lived with Sonya Norwood. Detail working, Sexy Cat comes. You know how I go, you get a hit, everybody wants you. Nobody knew you before, everybody wants you now. So Detail's working with everybody, he's working with Cash Money. Akon contracts him to come in, do a bunch of tracks. For some reason, Suge thought that Detail owed him some money. I don't know what him and Detail had going on, right? But because Detail was contracted to Akon, some shit that had nothing to do with nobody, he felt like if I press Akon, I can make Akon make Detail pay me some money. He go to Arizona, head of security is Big D from my neighborhood, and 2T, some bounty hunters, who's head of security at TDE. Probably know him from seeing him with Kendrick and all that shit, right? He had left game and went over there. Big Ja's management. Big Ja was a fan of Suge Knight. Told me in my Range Rover how much he respects Suge Knight, so a nigga like him that just did 15 years could get out and be a part of this independent game. He went down there and he's like, yo, Ja, this Detail, man, y'all got him. And Woody like, look, bro, we doing other business with him, but I give you his number. So when Suge came in his phone, Ja going to put the number in. You put a number in and the name pop up like it's already there. Suge's mumbling. Yeah, because mamas ain't going to be able to go to the store. With me, Big Ja just lost his mom that week. Big Ja ain't no bitch. He just walked off 15 in the feds. He took off for him, knocked him out. And Suge gave a motherfucking statement, called Big Ja, told him for $100,000, everything could go away. Ja had to fight the case, all kind of shit. After that came Akon's brother, Boo. I'm not taking nothing from Boo, good dude. Boo, 5'9", 5'8", 140 pounds, 50 pounds. He's a businessman. He catch him down at Chris Brown's studio, one of them studios, put his hands on him. Boo can't fight Suge. That ain't what he do. So, I got a call from somebody from their camp. My man T-Money. Another dude, if you haven't interviewed, you might want to interview. A lot of historical information from this gang. One of the ones that helped Game back when he first got signed to his first label, all that. T-Money called me and said, yo, I heard what happened. They must owe Suge for him to be tripping, get him on the phone, let's figure it out. I get Suge on the phone. He's like, bro, what they owe you? He wouldn't tell him. He said, bro, whatever they owe you, I'm gonna make sure we pay you. But I just need the other shit to stop. He wouldn't tell him. He just started talking crazy to him. Bro from the other side, he from Mansfield, Crip, he ain't no bitch. We've been doing time together since 12 years old. Been knowing him a long time. Say, Suge, respect it, man. He calling trying to get you paid. There's something to get paid. Come to find out, wasn't nothing there to get paid. He was just on some bully shit. So they hung up the phone the way they hung up the phone. Whatever happens, end up happening. So the dude that they look up to, that I detached from, he got knocked out twice, one by the barber, one by Ja, and shot 5 times. And then ends up going to jail because he's scared to squabble bone. But you know, let them tell it. He's the people's champ. That's Buster shit.
So at what point did you and Suge actually start to fall out?
We didn't fall out till after. I already wasn't with him because he was bullshitting on things, and I seen what he was doing. Started getting high and doing things he normally didn't do. So you got to remember, Wack always had his own program. I ain't take orders from nobody. I did my thing. Trucking, my real estate, my loan company. You know, I was doing what I was doing, flipping homes, whatever, right? So, you know, when I seen that it wasn't no real business there, it wasn't nothing to talk about. And he kept doing shit, and I told him, you know what? The night he with, was it Dallas? The producers at Dallas, Austin? I get a call from my man Big Gip, Goody Mob. 2 in the morning, I answer the jack. I'm in my truck. Yo, bro, could you holler at Suge, man? He got the homie collared up in the club in Atlanta, choking him out, all this shit, right? I said, walk the phone over there to him. What happened? He said, he owe him some money. Wack, the only way we gonna make sure we pay him is tell him let him go. So when he take the phone over there to him, they say Wack on the phone. So he listened to me. I said, bro, let it go. They say they gonna pay you. He said, it's on you. Yeah, it's on me. Right? He let him go. I get him paid 3 days. I called him. I said, bro, you get paid? He said, yeah, I got paid. He left it at that. So when he left it at that, I left it at that. Just got you 100 because you wasn't going to get it that night. You was going to get shot or go to jail. You in Atlanta by yourself with a bitch. When he left it at that, I left it at that. I went my own way. Next time I heard from him, he was locked up. Calling me.
He didn't want to break you off none of that for helping him out?
I didn't even, you know, I don't ask. You know, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, cool. I ain't tripping. Right? Next time I heard from him, he was locked up after he had did his twists and did his turns. Last time I saw him was probably might have been my 30th birthday. He came to my party. Got pressed. My man Speedy pressed him. Stopped that. He called me and offered me to do the movie deal with him, which I set it up for him. It was set up, ready to go. But then the hedge fund
what happened with that? Are you saying that didn't you say he sold his rights to like a few different people?
Man, I told him, I said, look, I got a deal on the table doing some other shit. I can move mine out the way, put yours there because of your situation. Had it all set up. He needed attorney fees paid. I had Alex Kessler ready to take the case. Attorney fees gonna be like $250 of them. People's gonna pay it. We had a $30 million budget set. Said, bro, no bullshit. Nah, up and up. But the attorney got to get paid first. I said, the attorney going to get paid when the due diligence is done. Paperwork got signed, contracts got signed. Then they come back, they say, yo, bro, it's like 5, 6 other people own the same rights. So I told Suge, I tell you what, sign this waiver saying any reprisals fall on you 100%. So if they come sue, whatever they take, it only come from you. He wouldn't sign it. I walked away. He called me a little bit after that, and maybe about a month. His mother died. He ain't had no money. People don't use their brain. All you saw in the media was what? Suge Knight's attorney quit. Why? They wasn't being paid. He went to jail in the pickup truck. The Suge Knight you knew from back then wasn't that today. All of us was looking out, putting him in rooms and shit. He wasn't that. He had the stigma, but he wasn't that. Cool. You down on your luck. So I covered his mother's funeral. 15, 16,000. The grave, the dress, the casket, the burial, the dinner afterwards, the caterers, I paid for that. And about 6 months after that, Reggie Rice sends me a recording of this talking crazy about me. I didn't get too mad because it's always been a snake. I just didn't think he was that kind of snake. So at that point, it's like, you know, you got to get away or get rid of it. He got rid of himself. Took a deal for 28 and, you know, went and PC'd up in Donovan.
Suge's in PC.
Straight to PC. Day one.
Damn. Couldn't he go to mainline?
Yeah, he refused to.
Damn. Why do you think he refused to go to mainline?
He ain't the Suge Knight he was the first time he went. He can't offer record deals. He can't send money to their books. He barely getting into his. He didn't have the persuasion or the power he had prior to. And he got enemies.
Damn. Okay, so at one point, you said 2010 was when you link up with Game and become his manager. How does all that happen?
I get a call from Briss, me and the man that just left, Lil Jon, I just met. We at the Four Seasons on Doheny. I'm up there with Suge, Lil Jon pull up, him and Zap. 5 minutes after you there, Briss called me, tell me G-Unit got him blocked in at the Hyatt on Sunset. I tell them what I just, the call I got, Suge say Game. Nah, ain't no Game. It's a homie. I don't know Game. I just know him from Cedar Block Power Room. That's all I know. He a homie. Briston called me from West Side. He's a homie. Distress call. You know, he'd do the same for me. So I get up. Suge say, I said, well, I'm rolling. And whatever happened with me, because you ain't there, fall on you. I looked up and Lil Jon that was right behind me. I just met these 5-10 minutes ago. I get up there, pull in, sure enough, Gang, 4-5 people. Behind Gang's Billy, they had a whole street full of. This is the story Spotted Oak hates. I pull up because I knew him. We got an understanding. We had a conversation. Lil Jon then pull in the middle of the street, drop the window. 4-5 minutes after that, Suge pulls up in the red Bentley, gets out. Game don't know me. He don't know Briston called me. Game beefing with Suge. Everybody know Wack moving with Suge. So in Game's mind, it's like, God damn, how much worse could my day get? I got this in front of me, and I got these two pulling up, right? But I think he caught on that we was there to assist. Conversation, wasn't no shots, wasn't no fights, wasn't no violence. We came to understanding, they less dispersed. I went and introduced myself to Game, shook his hand, he shook mine, we got on. About 5 months later, I started managing Stacey Adams. I signed him. Stacey Adams was from my neighborhood. So I said, you know what, let me reach the Game, see if I can get a feature. We get online with 2 T's from Bounty Hunters. At the time, he was head of security for Game. He set the beating up. Game was in there recording LAX, I believe at the time. Came in, he talks about it. And it's all, let me tell y'all, man, my Wack. When I met him, we wasn't all too the good. He was rolling with Suge. When he walked in, he went in his pocket, gave me everything he had. He did all that. I said, look, bro, the money, I need a feature. He said, keep the money, I'm gonna give you a feature too. And then once we started doing that, we started conversing. And he like, look, bro, I'm trying to kind of like restructure. Jimmy Henchman got a lot going on. Let me start sending business your way, but Jimmy and them gonna trip. But I know you can handle it. So I start booking shows and all that. And me and Jimmy had our back and forth, but we, you know, he worked it out. And about a year, I was booking all these shows, and Jimmy ended up getting caught up going to jail. And shit, I stepped in, and it's been what it been since then. So from like Jesus Peace to now, it been Wack. Year of the Wolf to everything right now has been me. Documentary 2, 1992, all those albums, been me. The last one, Drillmatic. The Easy joint, him and Ye.
Now, I seen you told this story before, but I don't think you've really ever really like told it on any platforms before. But I guess you got the drop on 50 Cent one time?
We thought we did. We
Right.
thought we did. Until we got in there. Back then it was it wasn't SLS. It was La Meridian, La Moran or some shit. It's SLS now on La Cienega. Right by the Beverly Center. We thought we did. Somebody called us, told he was up there. I got up there. We came in.
How deep were you?
About 15.
15 people.
Yeah, we wasn't that deep. We got up there, we came in, and shit. You had Navy SEALs with him. 2 in all directions. Probably about 6 of them. Walkies in their ear, vested. Guns strapped to their thigh. Bullies on them, semis on them. Magazine cartridges. I said, yeah. He ain't slipping.
Today's not the day.
Nah. 50 moved different. He moved different.
And did 50
I'm glad
see
that
you?
didn't happen. No, he see me. But he didn't know that's what we was on. We never approached him. I'm glad it never happened. Things worked out.
And then at some point, Game and 50 kind of meet up.
Me
Were
and
you there for that?
Me and Monster put that together.
Okay.
I was his head of security. You know, it started out a club. In the same club, they didn't want to let Game in. Game come in, showed him love, brought a bunch of his liquor, whatever his liquor was. And then we go to the strip club and Game wanted to holler at him. So me and Monster put together a plan. You bring Game to us. You stand behind 50, I stand behind Game. And they talked for like 10, 15 minutes. Shit was working out. And then I started getting to we had a show to do in Ontario, weed show. And the promoter got slick and booked 50 the day of. So it could look like 50 in Game on the same show. Right? We got paid left. I wasn't gonna give him that. That's $1 million show. So when I went to start to put my fillers out to put together a tour, out of nowhere, 50 disc Game. And then Game released the last 4 of his, at the time, wife or baby mama, whatever she was, telephone number. It was over.
So when they met though, they had an agreement, or
I don't know what the talked about. They was cool for 15 minutes. I don't know. They talked, they laughed, they was ear to ear. We was in the club, I couldn't hear it. Wasn't trying to hear it. I was point man, you know, whatever they was talking about wasn't important to me. But it was cool. They shook hands. We went on separate. But 50 being the dude he is, you know, I don't think 50 gonna ever would have trust anybody that has ever crossed him. You ain't getting no second chances with 50. That's just who he is. You gotta respect that. Shit, I tried, right?
I guess that's all you can do.
Those 2 meetings could have been violence.
Man, I mean, a reunion would have been crazy, especially at that time.
Yeah.
Drake and Game do a song.
What about it?
And Drake comes to Compton to shoot the video.
100. He shot it on Brazil and Wimbledon.
Well, what all happened during that video? What was that?
He pulled up. Drake gave us love. Stunner cleared it for me, didn't charge me. Drake didn't charge for the verse. Drake actually brought this film crew to film it for us. That's what he wanted to do. We was on the famous Brazil and Wimbledon shooting it, you know, in the canal. We had to move blocks. And you know, when we move blocks, we send the little homies to do what they need to do. Drake kind of seen some activity and, you know, shit. He did what a motherfucker you're supposed to do. He got out of there. So we sent somebody to get him. Bro, it's cool. That ain't for you. That's for us. Because, you know, we seen shit going on. But, you know, we moving blocks. We're not just going to hit the block without the block being right. So we had to make sure the homies, you know, when they cleared the block. He came back and we finished the video. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I don't fault Drake for that. Man, that shit normal to us. We talking like, shit, 2015 maybe. You know, that shit ain't normal for Drake. Drake maybe had been in the game, 5 years, 6 years or something. So, I don't hold that against him.
Was that his first time in Compton?
First time with us. With Game, I know, I don't know if he had been there prior to. I hadn't seen him shoot nothing, do nothing with nobody else from Compton. I know he had been on, I know Kendrick had went on tour with him, but I don't know if that happened. I don't know if they even, does Kendrick and Drake have songs together?
I think they do in the early years.
Yeah, when he first went on tour maybe, but I don't know. But Drake is Drake. I feel he's still one of the top dudes. He's still out streaming. He lost that war with Kendrick, I feel, in the long run. And shit, he's still up. I believe Kendrick leveled him out. Because Drake been climbing. But Rocket climbing. I think Kendrick did this with him. And he's doing this. That don't stop him from turning that going up. What he didn't do is the rocket ain't came down. It ain't on his way down. I think Kendrick leveled him out. First time we seen Drake take an L when it came to the song. But he's still outstreaming everybody overall. So, we got just yet to see. I see he just dropped like a 100 piece. Like 100 songs, just dropped them.
He dropped 100 songs?
Some crazy shit.
Oh,
he released like 100 songs and some crazy shit he just released. He just let them go. They ain't even up for sale. I think he just, right? So, I don't know. I know he gearing up for something. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see on his next body of work, his next business move. I don't count him out. I still think he got a strong 3 to 5 years of life in him, musically, because he wants to do music. I see Drake fading out, not fading out, but doing something else. I can see Drake owning his own label. You know what I'm saying? Like on some major shit. But did he cancel him? Nah. Did he give him his first L? Yeah. What you think?
Oh, well, yeah, Kendrick, obviously, yeah, he.
Saying overall on the
he
battle.
got a hit out of that battle. Drake didn't. Drake just.
All the media propaganda, the bullshit. Shit that happened 14 years ago, they act like it happened today. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the shit happened with the girl, she's 17, he's 21, 22. Nobody said nothing about it. Kendrick woke that shit up. It was like the 34-year-old Drake just did that to a 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of shit. He woke it up, and it's like the trolls turned on him. But they still streaming his music. Is it over with for Drake? Nah.
Nah, man. Drake's, yeah, he's too big, man. Just a battle's not gonna take. He's not gonna take him out unless you got. This guy has to be crazy.
And I'm gonna be real. I think Drake is bold. I think when Kendrick drop an album, I think Drake gonna drop an album.
Drake might drop one on the same day. Okay.
It's bold and it's risky. But you got to have some balls in this game to be the boss. If Drake outrun Kendrick, album to album,
okay,
we'll have 2 L's on both sides. The argument would no longer be an argument. Kendrick got him with the single, Drake got him with the album. Then the argument will be, well, which one would you rather? Would you rather win with the single or win with the album? In Kendrick's situation, the time he took off, the transition he went in, I think him winning with the single was great for him. It rejuvenated him and re-sparked him, right? If Drake wins with the album, I think it shows who he is and who he'll continue to be. But that's just me talking. We're going to see. You know what I mean? They got 2 different types of music. As far as I'm concerned, they both great. But You can't count Kendrick out and you can't count Drake out.
Both great artists.
Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see how it go.
Well, a while back, I noticed that Game had YoungBoy on his album, and then he had to take him off of it.
Yeah.
Can you break down what happened with all that?
They sent us a bill for $300,000. Something crazy. 150, 300, something crazy. YoungBoy did it. He did it on my call. I called him, put Game on the phone, talked to him, sent him the music. He approved the music, laid the verse, sent it back. We put it on there. You know, this was our first time dealing with a young artist. These artists we deal with, they make the call into their label. Right? Where I f***ed up at, not thinking, I should have called Stunner. Kept stunning it. But YoungBoy signed to Atlantic. When I called into Atlantic, politics is going on. They getting into it with YoungBoy getting into it with them. YoungBoy done shut down the YouTube shit. The label like Wack, we do it, and I couldn't say nothing because that label done showed me so much love. I couldn't push that line on them. They didn't clear shit, Cardi shit, they did all kind of shit. And I was like, they had their shit going on with each other. So I'm like, bro, we not paying that. We just pull it. I could have kept it on there and made them serve me. Then they might would have some relationships. I don't know. I think if it came down to it, if I would have bucked back, I don't think YoungBoy would have did it that way. But I probably should have got Stunner involved. I wasn't thinking because he wasn't signed to Republic or Cash Money. But I know they got a great relationship, and Stunner ain't gonna let no play with me like that. I wasn't thinking. I should have put Stunner in the middle of that. Probably would have went another way, but it went the way it went. You know, him and Gang spoke. I didn't talk to him. It is what it is.
Damn. Okay. Any chances that they'll work in the future or anything?
You never know. I believe so. Never know.
Okay. What happened between you and 03?
Nothing happened. They asked me a question. No, he made a comment about Kendrick, something about the the show Kendrick did, and him have to be obligated to people and a bunch of shit. I didn't like it because it's like, for one, you still new in our culture. I watched you come in. We let you come to our backstage for one man, Runchy from Grape Street Watts. You from Sacramento, bro. You don't got that card with Runchy no more. So for you to shit on the movement Kendrick had going on, that did a lot for these independent artists, I felt some kind of way. Kendrick don't owe nobody nothing. He didn't do that under pressure. He did that because he wanted to do that. Those very same people would have been in that crowd or that audience supporting him on stage, even if he didn't let him on stage. Right? Now the question is, 03, can you go bring the whole Watts together like that? I believe J-Rock could do it. I know Kendrick could do it. He ain't even from Watts. Right? So don't shit on a positive movement as if Kendrick got pressed and now he or this gonna be that, or that or that. And you over there sleeping on the couch down on your luck. You know, Runchy a couple $100,000. You in debt in the streets. Real legal business. You know what I'm saying? So, I just told the truth. The truth can never be considered disrespect. What's real, it was real. I dare him to deny Runchy. I dare him to go on anything and say Runchy wasn't the man that put him in the game. Runchy wasn't the man that put them Grape Street around him the way he did from the beginning. Dare him to tell me he don't owe Runchy a couple $100,000. I dare him to say that. Act like Runchy didn't come up in that studio on you a couple months back and gave you a pass and you gave him your word on what you was going to do and make right. So, I'm going to give nephew his props. I'm going to call a spade a spade. Dog a dog, a cat a cat.
You and Jay Prince, you guys have had A lot going on for a long time.
Nah, ain't a lot going on. I know him. Y'all don't. You know, I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in the boogeyman.
Okay.
I believe you hit, we hit. I believe when I see you face to face and your energy ain't that, don't go on, get on the camera and be that. I don't believe in bullies. I'm not gonna let you bully an old lady. It's not gonna happen. Just real shit.
Because it started, didn't you guys' first disagreement with a lady who had an interview?
She got 6 hours of Larry Hoover footage.
Larry
It's
Hoover
hers.
footage.
She owns it.
Right. Is that footage ever gonna come out?
I don't know. It's hers. She owns it. I check with her once a month, make sure she all right. I'm not contracted to it. Didn't ask to be contracted to it. My job was to keep her safe. I get a call from behind them walls. I give a man my word. I'm going to stand on that. I provided contracts. I did what I could to help Jay Prince get the things he wanted. He wanted some intro, outro for the Kanye Drake show. I provided him with that. I did all that. But we know when it come down to it, you're going to tell this lady, I'm going to give you $20,000, you're going to let that go. We ain't doing that. I know him, I know his kids. Like, the junior, he's pathetic. He's a bitch. This shit is all an act. You know what I'm saying? It's all an act for him. You know what I mean, nigga? You got sealed documents. You got rape charges, all kind of shit on your jacket. I'm the same when Stunner and them walked in that Fountain Blue lobby when the shit was going on. I'm the same who armed you, grab Wack, don't let them do me. Could I walk in the studio with you? Live with you? Could I go to the club with you? Wack, don't let this happen. Like, bro, I don't believe that shit. You know what it is. I don't believe that. His father, I caught him in the alley at the Sunday service. Hollered at him, bro, what's happening? Is it a problem? Wack, we've been knowing each other 15, 20 years, man. We go, okay, well, look, my only concern is her. Do the business right. I get on the phone this afternoon, y'all talk. Let's work it out, but all that other shit ain't gonna work. If you had all that aggression when you was with like Deion Sanders' ex-bitch, right? If you had that all, you could have said that we in an alley downtown. What our teams do when we face-to-face, man-to-man, be that. Don't wait to get over there and the difference between me and him, both sides can pay to get it done, but he's a bitch. He ain't gonna do nothing. He don't come out the mud. He don't know how to get dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between me and him. He ain't gonna go. You catch me by myself, I'm going. Catch him, he's diplomatic. But I respect his business hand, but this whole situation is like, I think I shut him down when I did Dub C and the show out there with Dub C and CJ Mack. Cause all this shit you hollering Larry Hoover, you seeing Larry Hoover denounce being a GD. Larry Hoover's in there because they said he didn't call hits, but yet you out here inciting violence in the name of Larry Hoover. I think you secretly trying to keep the in jail. When I hit him with that, I think everybody light went on. But mob ties or whatever they got going on, they got a whole lot of other shit going on. They got other shit to tend to.
Butter. Okay, so you and Butter meet for the first time.
Who?
Butter. FBG Butter.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, what
Chicago.
happened? What happened?
Dude from Chicago.
Yeah. What all happened with Butter? Did you guys
None.
run into each other before?
I didn't know who he was. I don't be knowing these youngsters. You talk Chicago, I say Kiddo Curry. You don't with him, I don't with you. That's the first thing out my mouth, right? So they tell me in the hallway, I said, tell him come in here. I said, that's the guy that Mickey Truth. He's like, yeah. I said, tell him come in here. So Remo has called him 2-3 times. I said, what, the don't want to come in here? I don't know nothing about him. So I call his name, he come in there. We meet, we talk, we laugh, we bullshit. We talk about Mickey Truth. That's all I know about him. I don't know about nothing else. We go to the hallway, they take a couple pictures, we gone. Next day, they say, Wack, we seen something with you with Butter. I said, yeah, he was at No Jumper. He like, yo, y'all know dude's a snitch, and he's this, and he's that, and he's this, and that. So I'm thinking, what you mean he a snitch? Yeah, he on paperwork. This is what they telling me at the time. So I'm like doing my math. That's probably why I didn't want to come in that room. Everybody know if I think you a rat, I got some work, I'm going to ask you about it. This is what I'm assuming. So at this time, I'm like, hearing shit. I'm like, bro, send me all hit 1090 Jake, send me all the paperwork you got on Butter. So we went over all the paperwork. I see him doing his interviews. He went for the clickbait. He never heard me say the things they told him I said, right? So I said, look, come to the thing on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Come to the thing on Clubhouse and let's have a conversation. He comes. I went over all this paperwork 2 hours before he went in there on Clubhouse. I don't see no telling. I see a bunch of dead got mentioned after they was dead. So we come on there, we run it. He said, damn, Wack, I just listened to the clip. With the clickbait, you didn't say nothing that the clickbait was saying. So as a man, my apology. I said, yeah, man, I ain't had no problem with you. I didn't know who you was. I come on Clubhouse, they tell me what they tell me. And I'm like, assuming like, well, maybe that's why he didn't want to come in there. Right? I said, but looking at your paperwork, I don't see what you told, personally. So we going through it. We listening to shit, conversations he didn't have. We reading the work, the court transcripts. I don't see what you told, so I don't label you as that. So we ended it on Clubhouse. You know, a lot of people give Clubhouse a bad name. The only people get a bad name from Clubhouse is the with a bad name. That's it. You ever been on Clubhouse?
Nope.
You know you got to come pull up on the other side, right?
Man, you guys are crazy on Clubhouse, man.
You heard Vlad's interview?
I seen it. I don't think I heard it, though.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. When we done with this, you go check out Vlad's interview. Academics have been on there a couple times. Kei D done brought him. Check out the interview. The 100 side of the trenches is ran a little different.
Okay.
It's in order. It's divisions, audio team, security, admins, leaders, people that monitor the chat, right? It's order in there, no bullshit. So, you know, you got to come to the 100 side and, you know, let the 100 side bring Camp Capone and let my people, they're going to ask you questions. I ask you, you know, for some things you don't want to be asked. They respect that. We don't know what them other rooms do. My side is notorious because it's going to be what's real. If you's a pedophile, you's a rapist, and we got to work, we're going to expose your ass. They need to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? If you a guy, you know, that's been doing their thing, my people with you. They all contribute to your views. You know, like academics and the rest of them, they want to talk to you. You know what I mean? That's what I bring to the 100 side, is I'm able to bring these people in that they can't get to, and they simply want to have a conversation with. They just like you and me before we got our position. So, you know, I'm here interviewing with you. You know, you got to come interview with us. It'll be respectful. I'm trying to build a comradeship with you. I ain't trying to run you away. So, you know, keep that in mind. So let me ask you, what did you expect from a Wack100? Because I know people talk, they say shit. From what you heard, was it?
It was pretty much what I expected.
And what was that?
Just a very outspoken.
Yeah, something wrong with being outspoken?
I mean, not always, but yeah, sometimes.
I don't know about shit.
Yeah.
You know, I know they say the loudest in the room is the weakest, but the loudest in the room get the most looks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got one of the baddest women in my world. You know what I'm saying? R&B from being outspoken and loud, talking loud, but not saying nothing, but saying something. I think if you talking loud, not saying nothing, then it's some bullshit. But if you talking loud, you saying something, then you on point.
I hear you. Nothing wrong with it.
Nah.
Let it go. Hey, did you ever run into Big Meech or BMF?
Never.
Never.
At the time, people wanted me to do that. I was too deep into my real estate. I knew what that was. I wasn't with that. There was no need for me to, at all. For what? Glad I didn't. I'd have been on indictment.
For sure.
And I knew I didn't want to with them. When I came out the Atlanta airport and them had a billboard that said the world is BMF, I said these done lost their mind. I don't know if they must have stayed to watch the whole movie. You get what I'm saying? When you watch the whole movie, you see them like broke and they start to get rich and you leave in the middle of the movie, you miss how the movie ends. You supposed to be underground. Not no more billboard coming out the airport with every politician, police officer, and God knows what. I said, yeah, it was about like 8 months later, they was gone. So.
Okay. What happened between you and Stitches?
He tried to attack my artist.
Game?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of remember that.
We didn't know him. I didn't know him. For what Stitches say, somebody that was a homie sent him at us. You know, I got to respect what he's saying because he told that man on my phone that you sent me at them. I didn't have no beef with them. Stitches called me this day. He called me once a month. You know, tell me what he up to, what he trying to do. He get his money. I don't know what he do, but he get his money. But he tried to attack my artist. You know, that's the difference in that management and this management. I'm not at home. If you go to jail, I'm not going to leave it on the building. Wack gets up, go down there, go get you. Some attack you and I'm there, I'm going to fight for you. Whatever it is, it's different. And I'm going to conduct the business.
You guys got in a fight in Florida?
Well, it wasn't, yeah, you know, it wasn't really a fight.
How'd you guys run into each other? Like, how'd all that
We was
come
at,
together?
It's a club, my Headliner Mice Club. Not Live, but the other one, Story. We was at Story. And, you know, the reception is up. So people have been texting us, telling us, yo, dude out here spitting on y'all cars. We didn't see it. When we get out, game in the middle of the street, I'm talking to Headliner Mike on the sidewalk, my phone going, I'm like, what the f is this shit? Spitting on our cars. He like, yeah, the white dude Stitches. Actually, there you go right there. He pulled up in the Porsche. I said, hold on, let me go holler at bro. Bro, who is this? He been spitting on our car. He said, I don't know this. He get out, police put him on the hood. My little Zoes cross the street, I'm waving them out because it's 1920 police. The police let this off the hood. He break away from the police like Hulk Hogan. He probably like 50 feet from us. Because of the police, I didn't want all the homies to get involved. At that point in time, it's time to start shooting and killing. I said, look, if he walk up, I got him. Wacky walking up, I got him. Let him get closer. Then he got within arm's reach. I hit him with that overhand right. He went out. When I went to rush his homies, they tased me. I didn't know I was tased. When I look up, it's raining, and I'm on the ground. My penitentiary survival mode kicked in. Get up. They pumping. They got 2 hooks in me. I don't know it. So I get up. When I go to get up, they hit me again. Pow, pow. At that time, I knew I was tased. I was planking like a... Then I knew I was tased. They thought I was on some drugs or something. Like, bro, you took the double hooks and got up on us. So, you know, I called a case behind that. Fought it, beat it, and threw it out. The stand your ground law.
No shit. Okay, that's not on video, right? The fight's on video. You getting tasers on video too? Okay.
Hell yeah.
Forget that part. No
But
way.
they said because Stitches was knocked out, I went to go get the other 3. In my head, when you knock out, he with 3 other people, they coming. So I'm not, you know, shit, I'm in that mode. I'm a blood. I come from 4-1, 3-1. You know, that's what it was, being that in my time and era, right? So they thought I was going to do something to him, which I wasn't, and they tased me. Had like 6 hooks in me.
Damn. Okay, and how'd you guys end everything? How'd you guys end the beef?
I called my people down there and asked them why was I dealing with these problems in their backyard. They like, Wack, we gonna deal with it. Couple days after that, you remember the scene where Stitch's homies rushed him? That was,
I remember hearing about it.
that was a gesture of respect. Once Stitches figured out he was bamboozled by the dude who got in his ear, either he called me, got on my line, we talked. He was a man. He like, yo, bro, I was on bullshit because from your side had me on bullshit. I wish we could have did it another way. And over the years, you know, we talked 3-4 times throughout the year. And, you know, he's a youngster. What I'm going to do, hold it against him? I did what I had to do. He did what he was trying to do.
That's what it is. Well, Wack, man, I appreciate you.
So you're going to pull up on us on the 100 side, right?
Man, I ain't did no interviews. You know I ain't did no interviews.
What that got to do with me? I came and did your interview, right?
You did come and do my interview.
Okay, well, shit. I ain't asked for much, fair exchange, no robbery. I mean, listen,
okay,
you're still not being seen. See, that's your thing. People don't know that you're not seen. I ain't asked you to come to no jumper.
No. He ain't asked me to come to no jumper.
You want to come to no jumper?
I'm not doing it. I'm trying not to do any interviews right now.
Okay, well, cool. Well, you got to come pull up on the other side. No jumper, you on camera. I know that's a reach. Because that's not your thing, right?
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to eliminate that. The least you can do is come see us on the other side, Cam. That's on your phone.
Okay.
Come give us an hour, hour of your time, 90 minutes or something. Trust me, bro. It's like these people always, they talk. It's never that with me. You know, there's some stories out there, but it's things tied to those stories. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I hear you.
I don't just with people. I defend my people, and defending my people sometimes requires me to with some people. You know, but other than that, man, it's all smiles, man. Come pull up on my people on the other side. They got a lot of love for you over there. There's people from UK, shit, everywhere.
A lot of people.
New York, yeah, I got the biggest rooms over there. Yeah, you know what I mean? But you pull in, it's cool, it's respectful. You know, you let me know, I don't know shit. I think I only had one person give me things they don't want to be asked, but you tell me those things, if it is any, man, shit, they're going to respect them. You're going to be cool. I'll give you a total different perception of what we do on Clubhouse on the 100 side. I don't know about the overall. Our side on what we do and how it's structured, totally different. Respectful. Everybody's come back. Everybody that said that they come back. That pops up, everybody comes back.
Okay.
All right, well, appreciate you.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.